all allies that have died this round. What? Greetings, freaks and folks. This is Vlad the Lad, back with the spoiler season and the last spoiler for this season. I'm so ready for this. It's Ekko, 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 the boy who shattered time. Now, if you like reactions, I'm reacting to all the cards, or I was reacting to all the cards in the spoiler season, and I will react to the future cards that will come in other expansions, and I will also build a lot of decks with all these new cards, so if you're up for that, subscribing is a good idea. And without any further ado, let's actually we jump right into it. Alright, let's do this.
Never had luck, never needed it. New
You never did?
New tricks, new day.
Alright, Ekko, it's a 4-mana, yet again, quick attack champion. We don't have enough. It has a strike effect. It says, create a fleeting time trick in hand. I think time trick is what we already saw. But I have to go back to see what it is. And the level up requirement is you have predicted 5 times. It is, in fact, a predict mechanic champion, the other one that we are missing. So Zillion finally has a friend. Let's see on here.
News on. Sup, Kay? I was waiting for you.
Oh, what time means anything to you?
4-2 body, by the way.
Practice makes perfect.
It's quite weak. But it's yeah, alright, it's this card. It's the predict draw one.
Sweet.
Oh, the animation.
On this timeline. What's up, show me?
Sweet.
Liking the new board? A little front heavy, but yeah.
Oh, the music is dope.
Hello, tomorrow.
Call shot, what? I think we'll see it in a second. What the hell's going on?
Future is whatever I make.
Oh, this reminds me so much of Tracer from Overwatch. Alright, let's see what he does here. Level up. When I level up, create 3 chrono breaks in your deck. Alright, that's the card that we saw, but we have to go back and see what this does in particular. And it says, strike, create a fleeting 0-cost time trick in hand. So I think we'll go back in a second here. It's the same ability. No, it's actually a 0-mana time trick. Normally, it's also fleeting, but you have to pay the cost for the time trick normally. So when he levels up, you get to play it for free, actually, if he strikes. Now whoa, it's so sick. I mean, but you really have to run something to protect him. And PNZ and Shurima don't have that many tools. But let's see on here.
Think fast.
Classic fresh Nasus. Glimpse. That's a lot of slave rocks.
I love that.
Tear it down. Oh, the animation though.
Cycle of life and death.
And death. Yeah, I heard you before, big.
Alright, here we have the Call Shot and Epic card. 2-mana slow speed spell. Like, slow speed? Yeah, I think PNZ does have quite some slow speed spells. It says draw one, so it cycles itself. It's already good. And it says create a parallel convergence in your deck. Whatever that is. Let's see.
Guy. I do my own stunts.
Oh, these animations. Okay, there we have it. I think we'll see it in a second here, what it does. Yeah. Parallel Convergence. 4-mana slow speed spell. Start a free attack with an exact ephemeral copy of each... What? What? Isn't that a sort of the still living unit's harrowing? What? I mean, this has so many I mean, not a ton of implications, but the first thing that comes to mind is Hecarim with this. Hecarim on the board, and you start a free attack with the Hecarim, for example. So you have a Hecarim on board, and you play this card on the Hecarim, and the Hecarim attacks with his extra stats being ephemeral himself, like the thing that you would normally have in Harrowing, and then rushing through with all the other ephemeral units that still have the buff from the Hecarim that is still living on your board. That's looking dope.
It's called Zonite Ingenuity.
sick.
Your time is done.
Oh, dude, that's sick. Chrono Break. 3 mana. Revive all allies that have died this one. What? Excuse me? Revive all allies that have died this round, then rally. Okay. So with this combo, you just double up all your units and then you rally on top of it for a total of 7 mana. Wow, I have so many questions.
Rewind.
Oh boy, sick.
This is my future. That one's for you, son.
Alright. I know why they kept it for the last. What the actual hell. Okay, now I invite you to see all the other cards that were released. But man, this is sick. Alright, let's go to Mobile X here. Yeah, from what I can see here, Parallel Convergence, Call Shot, and Chrono Break, yeah, it was all showed in the video. Like normally they would also release something above or in advance to the normal champion and the spell that he has, but here they showed everything. So let's go dive deeper into this together with what he does. So you play him on board, then he strikes and gives you those fleeting time tricks in hand that you can play then. It's an automatic predict, like we saw yesterday. It's this card right here, time trick, burst speed 2 mana, predict, then draw 1. And then you have predicted 5 times. When I level up, create 3 Chrono Breaks in your deck. Alright, so it didn't say that text on the normal Ekko, it said that normally on the leveled up Ekko. So it makes more sense that you write this on the unleveled Ekko, that it says when I level up, create 3 Chrono Breaks in your deck. So you basically get these Chrono Breaks in the deck, and these are the cards that say revive all allies that died this round, then rally. Alright, so you get 3 of them as he levels up, and then you can, because you have all these predict cards, you can actually fish them out of your deck. But let's actually see what this... So Call Shot is his signature spell. The 2 mana, slow speed, draw 1, create a Parallel Convergence in your deck. Alright, so this card doesn't do a lot in the first place. It just cycles itself, right? And it gives you 1 Parallel Convergence in your deck. So you basically need this as well as the Chrono Break to pull off this sick combo that you saw in the video, where you just copy your whole board and then you revive all your units that have died this round, that they normally do when they're ephemeral, right? You attack with the ephemeral units, with these copies actually, and then they die, and then you re-summon them, but permanently without the ephemeral, with this Chrono Break. This can lead to some extremely nutty plays, and this has so much potential in many regards. You can go with the ephemeral archetype, you have to actually go with the predict archetype as well. And you can run this with Ionia, you can run this with Shadow Isles, the Ekko with like the ephemeral archetype, right? If you go on full on predict, you definitely need to run Shurima. This is a bit of a downside with Ekko, because you don't have that much tools to predict with in PNZ per se. So you have the time trick that he will create upon striking. Then you can get on a full set time trick in your deck as well, plus the practical perfectionist that we saw yesterday. So these 2 cards give predict, and now it makes a lot of sense that time trick draws you the card right away that you predict. Like yesterday I said, it doesn't synergize with the lurk effect, where you want to have the predicted card on top of your deck and stay it there. There you just draw it right away. So this time trick doesn't go with lurk, but the practical perfectionist actually does. Problem has it that there are no more cards from PNZ that do that. So if you only have 6 cards per se, plus the time tricks that he's creating himself to actually get this level up, and predicting 5 times is a lot. So it can be really, really hard to level him up out of a Shurima shell. But anyways, I will most definitely try to do that. Like there must be ways where you can copy the predict cards, for example, or you just double the effect in some way. So there's a lot of things that we can actually do with the deck building, and I'm looking forward to that. And I hope you do this too, and I hope you are hyped as I am for this champion. This is looking nuts, and yeah, I'm not quite sure if this will be the first deck that I'm building or actually the Lurk archetype. To be honest, this looks a bit more exciting, but also harder to build. So I probably will go with the Lurk archetype first, but we'll wait and see. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for other content on the weekends that I tend to post. And yeah, up to that point, you stay legendary. And tomorrow we will have the new expansion hitting. And I'm totally down for that. So until the next one, like I said, stay legendary. Until then, blood out.